Have you ever told someone that you sing, and that person said to you, "Oh, really? Just sing out of nowhere?" As if it were very easy for you to just start singing at any moment. Not to mention that at those times a random song pops into your head, right? It's that a lot of people don't know that to sing. I'm Anne, and today's Singer Talk is to talk about the foundations of singing. I always tell my students that I like to visualize 3 big, fundamental pillars for singing. This isn't a rule. There are teachers who have different points of view than mine, but this is the way I like to visualize it. The first pillar is breathing. If you start breathing wrong, the chance of your song turning into a big mess is very high, because breathing is the start of everything. If you start breathing wrong, let's suppose you start breathing by already lifting your chest. So filling your chest, right? Then you go there to hit a note. You won't be able to hit it. First, why? You didn't get enough air. Look, this here. Your chest isn't enough for you to fill and have a good respiratory capacity. And breathing here, you tense your shoulders and your neck. You won't be able to reach that hard note, that difficult part, with your body tense like that. Do you want to know the right breathing? In the playlist here on my channel, in the singing lesson playlist, there are breathing exercises. All right, let's go to the second point. The second pillar, which is the diaphragm support. That's what will make us able to push our voice out. And you won't need to strain your throat, scream yourself hoarse for that. There are a lot of people who look for singing lessons. Lawyers, speakers, journalists. They think they talk a lot. They use their voice a lot in their daily life. And they think they speak too softly too much, that their voice is tired at the end of the day. So they look for singing lessons to have a better posture and to have better voice projection. For that, we use the diaphragm a lot. So people relearn to use the diaphragm. And then you ask me, how do I use my diaphragm? And I answer you. There's a video in the playlist here on the channel too. Third important point, third step, I said it was 3, right? First, breathing. Second, diaphragm support. The third is the projection of the voice. It's so you don't sing with that voice, that weak, dragging voice. If you play an instrument, imagine that I tell you, play a C for me. Just the C note, for example. You go there. If it's a keyboard, you know where the C is. All right, you go there and play it. If it's a guitar, you press the string, pluck it, and make a C. If you're going to play another instrument, the logic is the same. In singing, things work a little differently. That note, you have to recognize and be able to reproduce. And this thing of hearing and reproducing with your body, the note you heard, for example, singing a C is a big difficulty for many people. That's why many people lack pitch accuracy, are out of tune, because people have difficulty understanding that sound and being able to reproduce it. Many people even understand. They understand what note it is. They can understand that it's a C, the note that was played, but they still have difficulty reproducing it too. So besides the fact that you hear notes, you also have to know how to reproduce that sound. In other words, know where you're going to place your voice so it doesn't come out with that harsh throat voice sound we talk about. I'll give you an example. The throat voice would be this here, for example. A scratchy sound that seems to have that buzzer, doorbell sound. Now, a round sound, for example. You can see it's a softer sound, not as harsh as the previous one. Now, if you mention to someone that you sing, and that person says, "Sing something for me then," you can give an excuse if you didn't feel prepared at that moment and say, "Come here. Let me tell you a few things about vocal technique." And this isn't a video to scare you. Wow, vocal technique is super hard. No, but I just want to tell you that it's not exactly that simple. It's not just pressing a button in your belly and singing. We have a whole preparation, a whole technique, and years of study in order to be able to sing. And remember that if you study, if you dedicate yourself, you'll get there. You have to prepare your body. Guys, this was today's Singer Talk. If you liked this video, leave your like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestion for me to talk about here on Singer Talk, write it down in the comments. And if you have any questions, write them in the comments and I'll answer them too. So that's it. Until next time.